back to Every Other Carl. I'm Carl. Today, I'm getting ready for a 100-mile bike journey that I'm taking tomorrow down the Hudson River. All right, 100 miles is quite a bit to do in one day, so I'm gonna make sure the bike is ready for it. All right, bike maintenance is done. It's the next day, and it is time to do a 100-mile bike ride down the Empire State Trail with my brothers-in-law.
Yo.
Brother-in-laws? I don't know.
Hi. We're starting right here in New Paltz, and we're going all the way down to New York City across the GWB.
New Paltz to New York City to New Jersey. Goodbye.
Thanks.
And there they go.
The 750-mile, fully linked Empire State Trail was completed in 2020. It stretches all across New York State with 75% off-road paved trails. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better trail for a century ride than the segment we were riding here. All right, just hit 30 miles. We took a break at 20 miles for a granola bar. It's been really good so far. The trail is primarily flat. There's a little bit of downhill. I'd say there's more downhill than uphill because we're kind of following the Hudson River. And so far so good. Might go another 10 miles or so and then have lunch. I've done a couple triathlons and regularly do 10 to 20 mile rides. Up to this point, my longest ride had been 30 miles though, so this was a stretch, but I trusted my fitness. Hiding.
Bike coming. Cute.
So many turtles. For food, I took 3 Cliff Bars and ate lunch at a diner. I had a 2-liter Camel pack of water and 2 1-liter bottles of watered-down vitamin water for electrolytes, sugar, and a little caffeine. All right, we're 48 miles in, almost at the halfway point. We're stopping for lunch. I'm happy with that, Ruben. It's back to the trail. "75 miles in. How you feeling, boys?"
Tired. 75 more to go.
By the way, both of my brother-in-laws had done this trail before, but they did it with their families over the course of 3 days and camped along the way. You can check out their experiences on their own YouTube channels, FamVestor and How I Dad, linked in the description. We're back in New Jersey. We just hit mile 103. We're about half a mile from our car, and my chain just broke. 103 miles, and the chain decided to break a half a mile from the car. All told, the ride took us 10.5 hours, including a 1.5 hour lunch break. So 9 hours of riding. Made it. That's it. 103 miles. The bike didn't want any more. Chain broke right at 103, but I'm back in Jersey. How'd it go, guys? What'd you think?
We're at 104, by the way.
104. Well, my chain broke at 103, so I don't know. That was awesome. All right, it is the next day, and I am very happy with that ride. 100 miles. In the bike world, they call that a century. 100-mile ride, so I did my first century. The chain broke at 103. I might keep this as a trophy hanging on the wall, or maybe just fix it up and use that chain, keep going with it. Very happy with that trail. The entire thing was primarily flat for 100 miles, with maybe a tiny bit of elevation gain over the course of 100 miles. The hardest part was the last part where we got into New York City, into Harlem, and then trying to find our way to the George Washington Bridge. The signage wasn't exactly great, but we made it there, made it across. Everybody was safe and sound. All our muscles are hurting today. I am very stiff. I think tomorrow I'll be more sore. But for now, I gotta stretch it out. And I look forward to doing this sort of thing again. Maybe a 50 miler. 100 is a lot for a day. 50 felt just right. In any case, I'm Every Other Carl. Please like the video if you liked it. Please comment. Maybe you've done a 100-mile ride before and you have some advice to leave in the comment section for other riders. And I'd always appreciate it if you would subscribe. Really close to 1,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one.